And the last thing we will let people know, well, I don't know if this is the last thing. I'll give Corey the last word, but I did want to maybe strike up a little ire in the live chat, but we've been on here a long time about my ranking of Iowa as the number one team in the country, because I'm glad that you understand.
Oh, absolutely. I understand why you're absolutely right. I mean, again, I feel same way. I am one of those guys who my entire college football life, and I say that because I started watching college football probably later in life than most people who, I'll be honest, my parents didn't care about Iowa football. I mean, they really didn't. And so it was sort of a learned behavior for me. But I'm a kind of person who, as time has gone on, I've put less and less stock in the polls, especially this early in the season. I mean, there's no reason why anybody should put any stock in polls anyways. Even if, and no, this is no offense to your polls, Mark, but even if the AP voters and the coaches, if they did make these polls and set up these polls the correct way, which would be based off of body of work, resume, even if they did that, what's the point? What's the point in week 2 of doing it? There is no point. All it is for fans to be able to salivate over. And so, I'm the kind of person who acknowledges that. And I think there's probably a lot of fans that do this. You acknowledge that, but yet what's the first thing you do on whatever day it is? I know college basketball's Mondays and it's Sunday for the coaches poll. Is it Monday for AP? Is that when the AP poll comes out? The first thing you do at 1:00 Eastern that day is go to whatever app, whatever sports app you have, the ESPN app, Yahoo app, whatever it is, and check to see the polls. You want to see where your team's ranked. So it is all, to me, it is just, it's one of those things that is done because they know people are interested in it. And it is what it is. I mean, I'm the same way. It's like going to the state fair and you pay $8 for a corn dog that's, a 7-Eleven 99-cent corn dog. They know you're going to do it, even though you acknowledge it's a stupid decision, but you're going to do it. So, Iowa's number 5 in the AP poll. I think they're 7 in the coaches poll.
Yeah.
I don't really care to comment on whether I think that's deserved, because I don't think polls matter at this point. It's deserved. Clearly it's deserved because of the resume. But if you let's look at this from the opposite end of things, Mark. If you were an AP voter and you are looking, again, throwing out the preconceived bias and what you see in the preseason polls influencing you moving forward, if you were just looking at body of work and projections, like if you had to actually, because that's unfortunately what these pollers do, is they look at what they believe these teams, where they actually believe these teams should be. That's why I've never understood how you can have multiple 1-1 teams ranked when you haven't beaten anybody. I don't know who's 1-1 in the polls right now. And I don't know, do you have any 1-1 teams ranked right now in your poll, Mark?
I do, but much lower than everyone else. Clemson's number 6 right now at 1-1, and Ohio State is number 9 at 1-1.
And so who has Clemson beat?
South Carolina State.
So that, to me, they're not ranked. Why are we ranking them? They haven't beaten anybody. Now, are they going to be a top 5 team? Probably, but we're not looking at projections. We're looking at rankings. Should be based off body of work. So,
absolutely.
If
almost any other team in the nation had beaten Western Carolina and had beaten Tulane, hanging on by a thumbnail, 40-35, they wouldn't be ranked. But Oklahoma started the season number 3 in the country. Therefore, they dropped all of one spot in the major polls because they slipped by Tulane, who, do we know? Again, I explain this to people all the time. There have to be some assumptions made. There has to be some evaluation that's based on our perception of these teams going into the season.
Yeah. So let's look at this from a perspective of you are a pollster, a poller, whatever you call it, and you have to project Iowa. Okay, you're looking at body of work, and you're looking at what reality, you're weighing the numbers, you know Iowa, where they rank in total offense and whatnot. If you had to put Iowa in in a top 25 poll at that point, where would Iowa fall? Do you believe that they are? I know you don't believe that they're the best team in the country, like your
No.
current rankings say, but do you believe that they're a top 10 team right now?
Yes. I believe that Iowa is one of the 15 best teams in the country because I believed that before the season started. I had them ranked. I did a way too early top 25 and I ranked Iowa 12.
Okay. Yeah. I would probably agree with you at this point because the defense is that good. But yeah, I don't like it. To me, it doesn't do any good for anybody to be ranked at this point in the season, but it especially doesn't do good for a team that has some at least at this point what appear to be gaping flaws, and that is the entire offense. So it does. It makes me nervous, and it's a very good. This is what Iowa fans should be happy about, and maybe we can leave with this. Iowa fans should be very, very happy with how the schedule is shaping up because these 2 weeks, Iowa needs these 2 weeks. They need these 2 weeks to get Kyler Schott back in the rhythm of things. He'll probably be on a limited snap count this week. But if you get him back in the flow of things, conceivably he is ready for the Maryland game, full go, hope. And hopefully these next 2 weeks, you can use these to really fine tune the offense. And if the defense can sustain that level, yeah, they are absolutely a top 10 team at that point. I don't know who's Wes Bentley.
I don't know. I was going to go scurrying to
let me grab a. I can grab you. Oh yeah, I can see it. I absolutely can see it here, Mark.
I'm not going to like this. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you need to grow your hair out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with that.
Well, I'm not happy with Rob Lowe, but life does what it does.
I don't think that's bad. Again, placed into context of age, I think you should be happy with that.
I guess I should be. Fred Savage hasn't done anything for years. What has he done? I mean, Runaway Ralph. That's like the Princess Bride. Those are like the only Fred Savage movies I know.
The last time I saw Fred Savage was just a few days ago because they're revamping the Wonder Years, and he had some type of cameo or narrated something there.
Okay, maybe I did hear that. But he's kind of been irrelevant. So I'm setting my sights far above Fred Savage.
Okay,
far above Fred Savage, Mark.
Well, for you to drop the name Fred Savage, and I believe most of us know who you're talking about, that he left his mark.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And The Princess Bride, by the way, Princess Bride is one of the best movies ever made. Would you agree with that, Mark?
I can't say that I've seen it.
Oh, wow.
I know what movie you're talking about. I'm not a movie guy.
I'm not really either, but you've got to watch The Princess Bride.
I'm a classic TV guy.
Now I will say this. I watch, and this is what every fan here, I mean, I want people to go to my channel, From the Hawkeye Storm.
Yep.
And Iowa at the Voice of College Football, and subscribe. But I will say right here, I am subscribed to, obviously, to your main channel, Mark. I've got notifications turned on. You are pumping out so much content. I don't know how you sleep. I don't know when you sleep. I don't know any of this stuff. So I understand that you don't have time to watch movies, but if I had to give you one project, go and watch The Princess Bride. It's a great movie. It'll make you feel great. And you get to see me at the beginning. You get to see me at the beginning. Fred Savage is in the movie. So,
I didn't know if we were going the Rob Lowe route or Fred Savage.
No.
Okay.
Fred Savage.
Okay.
Great movie. Rob Reiner.
I've heard that.